Hi students, welcome to YouTube video. Students, last class we discussed the distance time graph. In this class we are going to discuss velocity time graph. Students, already you know that I taught to you what is meant by velocity. Velocity means the rate of change of displacement is called velocity. Okay students, the rate of change of displacement is called velocity. So in this video we are going to discuss velocity time graph. So the variation in velocity of an object with time can be represented by velocity time graph. Okay, the variation of velocity with respect to time, it can be represented by the velocity time graph. So in the graph, time is represented along the x-axis and the velocity is represented along the y-axis. We are going to draw the graph. In that graph, we take time in x-axis and the velocity in y-axis. That is a velocity time graph. So in that graph, if the object moves at a uniform velocity, a straight parallel line to the x-axis is obtained. Okay students, in a graph, here there is obtained a straight line is parallel to the x-axis, mean the type of motion is one of the uniform motion. So we take one example, that is the car traveled in a time. So the time taken x-axis, the velocity of the car, it is also noted in y-axis, and to draw the graph means it is give the straight line, that the straight line is parallel to the x-axis. From that graph we understood that the motion of the car is one of the uniform motion. You can note it, for every 1 hour it has the velocity is 40 kilometer per hour. Okay, it traveled in same speed. So it is shown in a straight line. That straight line is parallel to the x-axis. So this type of motion is one of the uniform motion. Okay students, so we know that the product of velocity and time gives a displacement. Okay, you know the formula for the velocity. Velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. So if you are taking the product of velocity into time, it is also give the value of the displacement. Okay students, so according to this concept, we can calculate the displacement of the object moving with uniform velocity. So the area under the velocity time graph is equal to magnitude of the displacement. Okay, so here the area covered in a graph, it is also given the displacement of the uniform motion of a car. Okay students, so the displacement is noted by letter S. The displacement S covered by the car in a time interval of t can be expressed as S is equal to AC into CD. Okay, in a graph we noted the AC. What is in the AC? AC means that is a change in velocity. Next, we take the values, that is CD. So what is in the CD? CD means that is a change in time. So if you are taking the product of AC and CD, means that is a product of change in velocity into change in time. That is the product of velocity into time, that is given displacement. Okay students, so the displacement is calculated. S is equal to AC into CD. S is equal to AC into CD means here we are taking length and breadth. So that is give the area of the rectangle ABCD. That is the area of the rectangle ABCD. Okay, we are calculating length, breadth. So that is given the area of the rectangle ABCD. Okay students, right? So we can calculate the displacement by calculating the area of the shaded portion in the graph. We can also study about uniformly accelerated motion by plotting its velocity time graph. Okay students, we can also study about the uniformly accelerated motion by plotting its velocity time graph. Consider a car being driven along a straight road. Its velocity for every second is noted from the speedometer of the car. the velocity of the car in meter second inverse at different instant of time, it's shown in the table. Okay, so the time is given in second, the velocity of the car is given in meter per second, that is meter second inverse. Students, from the graph we can note it for first 5 seconds it travel the distance is 9 meter. For next 5 seconds it travel the distance is, that is the velocity of the car is 9 meter per second inverse. Okay students, so here here it is given the velocity. So for the first 5 seconds it has the velocity is 9 meter per second. For next 5 seconds it has the velocity is 9 meter per second. So it has the speed is one of the uniform speed. Okay, so this motion is one of the uniform motion, that is uniformly accelerated motion. Okay students, so in this case the velocity time graph for the motion of the car is shown in the figure. We draw the graph for this table. It is also given straight line. So from this we understood that this is one of the uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, right? So the nature of the graph show that the velocity changes by equal amount in equal interval of time. Thus for all uniformly accelerated motion the velocity time graph is a straight line. Okay, so from the concept we understood that for every interval of time it is travel the velocity is also equal. Okay, for every equal interval of time here it is travel the velocity is also equal. So this is a uniformly accelerated motion. Okay students, so the nature of the graph shows that the velocity changes by equal amount in equal interval of time. Thus for all uniformly accelerated motion the velocity time graph is straight line. One can also determine the distance moved by the car from its velocity time graph. The area under the velocity time graph give the distance moved by a car in a given interval of time. Okay, so if you are calculate the area of the shaded portions, you can calculate the displacement of the car. Since the magnitude of the velocity of the car is changing due to acceleration, the distance is traveled by the car will be given the area of A, B, C, D, E. That is one of the area of the shaded portion. If you calculate the area covered by the shaded portion means you can get the displacement of the car. Already we know that. Okay, already we mentioned in the formula the shaded portions, the area of the shaded portion it is give the displacement of the car. So S is equal to area of A, B, C, D, E. So here the area of ABCD it is also calculated by using the method of the area of the rectangle ABCD plus area of the triangle ADE. Okay, so the area of the rectangle that is ABCD and the area of the triangle that is ADE. Okay, so first we are going to calculate the area of the rectangle ABCD. So S is equal to AB into BC. AB into BC. It is give the values of the product of the AB and BC. It is give the values of the area of the rectangle. So next plus the area of the triangle ADE. Area of the triangle mean what is the formula? That is half into B into H. So we can write half breadth is AD, height is DE. So we can write 1 divided by 2 into AD into DE. Okay, it is give the values of the area of the triangle. Okay students, so the area of the quadrangle ABCDE can also be calculated by calculating the area of trapezium ABCDE. Okay, so the area of the quadrangle ABCDE can also be calculated by calculating the area of the trapezium ABCDE. It means S is equal to area of trapezium ABCDE, that is 1 divided by 2 in the sum of length of parallel side in the distance between the parallel side. So we can write S is equal to 1 divided by 2. The sum of the length parallel side means that is AB plus CE. The sum of the length of the parallel side, that is AB plus CE. Okay, students. Into distance between the parallel side. What is the distance between the parallel side? That is BC. The distance between the parallel side, that is BC. Okay. So that is values of the area of trapezium ABCDE. Okay. Right. In the case of non-uniformly accelerated motion, distance time graph and velocity time graphs can have any shape as shown in figure. Okay, so in that figure we can note here the change in velocity is not equal interval of time. The change in velocity is not equal in equal interval of time. So this type of motion is one of the non-uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, students, thank you.